Okay, just a bit of a reflow test. What I'm going to do here is put some surface mount solder onto this piece of circuit board. I probably need to upgrade this bit of a tube here. I've had it for a while, but once I get stuck into it I'll probably get a new tube. Now that's just solder straight onto the copper. I have cleaned the copper a little bit, but this I'm going to do it again, but this time I've got some flux here. I'm just going to put a little bit of flux on there. I just want to see the difference. There we go. Don't know if I can get that in shot. Flux gel. There we go. The actual solder is here we go. I don't know, the numbers are worn off it. I've had it for a while actually. I haven't used it that much, but yeah, so I'll now put some solder on that flux, and then we're going to stick it in the oven. A bit messy here. Now this solder's a bit stiff actually. I just want to see the difference between the two. The one that's got, it doesn't stick down too well. And it's got the flux on it. See if it adheres a bit better. There we go. Not putting any components on. Just the solder paste. One half of the board fluxed, and the other half not. Now there's not much light down here. Yeah, we've got a little toasting oven here. Across to the controls there, we've got the temperature control, the element control, and then a timer at the top. Temperature control at the top I should say. Temperature up to 230 degrees. I think it goes a bit hotter than that. Until I get a thermometer inside it I won't really exactly know. This is all just trial and error. Yeah, then we've got the element control and the timer down the bottom. Not used to doing this. Oh, there we go. We can zoom out a bit further. It's a bit slower in video mode. Okay, so open up the toaster. We will whack this board in. It's so small, we'll make sure we rest it somewhere where we can see it. And I'll say I'll get another light out here so we can see what's going on. It's a bit of solder paste down the bottom here. We'll get rid of that before it adheres to the bottom of the oven. Okay, close it up. And let's see now, we want both elements on. If we go backwards the oven will stay on, and then we can turn up the temperature. We'll probably try about 200 degrees I think. Okay, I'll just shop the camera down and then we'll wait for that to heat up a bit. Okay, I don't know about the lighting on the subject, but the solder paste is basically flattening out a bit. We'll just see if we can zoom in a little bit. So it's starting to melt a bit with the heat. So you can see the solder paste at the front has got no flux. The solder paste at the back is really spreading out. It has flux. No idea what the temperature is at the moment inside the oven. Really need a nice bright light inside the oven. Need two people as well. Stuff happening there. Should have the other camera, which is much better for close up. As I said, this is very haphazard. Just get my eyes down there. That's actually melted, I think. Yeah. Okay. It's melted. it has flowed. So what we'll do, we'll turn everything off and see that in there, that's still very hot at the moment. I'm going to go in there and grab it. I'll not be able to grab it with the pliers, but we'll see. Hang on. Just get a pair of pliers. Okay. Got the pliers. Oh yeah. Now, let's see if we can get that little baby in focus. As you can see, the part that was fluxed up has really spread around. It's all gooped up. It must have flowed along the flux to and it's really covered that piece of copper, spread itself out a bit. The other stuff is sort of reflowed, melted in the location it was put, but the flux part, yeah, so it's going to be a bit of trial and error, I think, to see which is the way. Maybe I put way too much flux on there, but whether I'm supposed to just put a little bit of flux on each pad and then mix it with a bit of solder. But there we go. Yeah, so the solder's taken. It'll be interesting to see what happens when you've got just a little copper pad that's not a piece of copper, just a little pad, and it can grab and yeah, reflow. Good stuff. At least it works.